to use a washroom, do you think?
Well, buddy, good luck. Hey,
Barry, your dog.
you're the native. There's a tree right there. There's no water. Yeah, this is your land. Go piss beside the. Oh, that's right, the St. John River. You can't do that. What is it called again? What's the native word for St. John River?
It's a Williston wave.
Yeah. You're not going to piss there, so might as well go behind the legislator, piss there. If they give you trouble, let me know. Seriously, there's no washroom here. But Tim Horton, you got to buy something.
I want to ask you a question.
The video's on, by the way.
Where was it? Where was the longhouse when they built that a couple of years ago? Exactly where was it?
The what?
The longhouse.
No, the long. Oh, it was right at. Yeah, right there. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah. I think. Yeah, I think. Okay, that's it. They want to show the water. Send a message. Yeah. That's right. I never thought about that. That's a good point. Yeah. No racism here. No. Lord Beaver Brook on top of the longhouse. Yeah.
We've been planning to build that statue there for 100 years.
Hey, there's your next fight. Okay.
We have something to say. So, maybe you want to bring your microphones up to our representative, our legal representative in this matter, our First Nation legal representative here in Elsipogtog.
Can everybody hear me? Yep. So I'm going to address today on behalf of Elsipogtog Chief and Council. First of all, I'd like to address my disappointment on the Crown's decision not to appeal the verdict of Maurice Johnson's case. I'd like to express that I am saddened, but I want to thank everyone for showing up here today, attending in support of Brady's family, in support of our people, and the future of our place within this legal institution that continues to let us down. Thank you, brothers and sisters of the Wolastoqey Nation, for standing with us here today and allowing us to gather on your territory. Journalists, thank you for being here as well. You have a great responsibility today to inform the public, to seek the truth of the matter, and to continue to contribute to Brady's humanization and the humanization of our people. I want you, journalists, to put yourselves in Brady's mother and father's shoes and in the place of his grandparents. What would you want? How would you feel? Now report this story from a place of empathy, connection, and kindness. This is your responsibility. We all know too well the feeling of disappointment. This isn't our first time that our people have protested the unjust outcomes of the court process. There is no access to justice for First Nations people in Canada. The chronic dehumanization of Brady's memory and his family are experiencing, and that we experience too regularly as First Nations people, is unacceptable. We are the first people of these lands, and our safety and well-being is the last thing on the minds of these institutions that promise to protect us and our families. These are the very same institutions who have built infrastructures on our lands. This is not what our ancestors agreed to when they signed our treaties. Brady was a loved son, brother, grandson, and friend. He was kind, generous, and brilliant. He helped and cared for his grandparents. He loved his people and his culture. He lost his life. The man responsible for this has walked away, all because the court and the Crown were not able to sort things out to find the truth in their system of justice. Well, the truth matters to us. There is no justice to speak of where our people are forced to assemble here today. There is no justice to speak of when we are forced to remind New Brunswick that we deserve respect and dignity. Justice should be done, but it also needs to be seen being done. We deserve respect and recognition, especially from those who we have allowed to build this system on our land. New Brunswick has done nothing and continues to do nothing to implement the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, the National Inquiry into Missing and Murdered Indigenous Women and Girls, and in the past, the Royal Commission of Aboriginal Peoples. New Brunswick has done nothing to improve the relationship with us. Actually, there is no relationship. The public looks at us when we are mistreated. They ask, what are you going to do? What they mean when they say that is, are you going to protest? Are you going to burn cop cars? Are you going to create havoc or riot? No, that's enough. The real question is, what are you going to do, New Brunswick? What are you going to do to make sure your people are safe? What are you going to do to ensure that this doesn't happen again? To keep your children safe from hit and runs, from murder, from kidnap? This is not just a First Nations issue. This is a New Brunswick issue. People need to understand that this decision affects everyone in New Brunswick. This decision sets a standard that it is better to drive away from hitting a pedestrian, because then you can use a defense. I thought I hit a deer. Let that sink in for a minute. And imagine this. You're driving on the rural roads of New Brunswick, and God knows we have a lot of those. You hit someone, and you know you hit someone. You think, well, one guy got away with it. It's probably best that I leave the scene, call my lawyer, and I'll deal with it tomorrow. That is the key message that stems from this decision. We need a space where truth can be found to protect the public, to protect all people in New Brunswick. We deserve the law's protection. Bulalio, Bulewin, merci, and thank you.
Hey,